Good evening and welcome to Ignite News on 6 at 6. It's Tuesday, November 11th, 2025. I'm Rihanna Nikram. Thanks for joining us. Here are the headlines. Guyana secures a US $15 million signing bonus with Qatar Energy, Total, and Petronas for offshore Block S4, marking a major step in the nation's oil sector. The government and private sector commission unite against corruption, reinforcing transparency and accountability across all sectors. Berbice is set to become Ghana's next economic powerhouse, with plans for energy, technology, and industrial growth unveiled today. And Prime Minister Phillips warns motorists to adopt safer driving habits, highlighting that Sunday nights are the deadliest on Guyana's roads. Guyana today signed a production sharing agreement securing a US $15 million signing bonus for the shallow water block S4 offshore Guyana with Qatar Energy, Total Energies, and Petronas. The official signing ceremony took place at the Pexels Hotel's corporate suite in Georgetown. The deal, awarded under the 2022 Ghana licensing round, the country's first bid round, represents another step in Ghana's efforts to responsibly develop its hydrocarbon resources and strengthen its petroleum sector. The consortium includes Qatar Energy with a 35% share, Total Energies with 40%, and Petronas with 25%. US $15 million signing bonus will be deposited into the Natural Resources Fund within 15 days. Natural Resources Minister Vikram Bharat described the agreement as a significant milestone in advancing Ghana's oil and gas sector, attracting leading global companies while ensuring tangible benefits for citizens. Representing the consortium, Total Energy's Vice President of Exploration for the Americas, Daniel Larangana, said the partnership reflects a shared commitment to excellence and safety.
While we're signing this petroleum agreement today, the government of Guyana is still looking and exploring avenues or different avenues of ensuring that more and more benefits come to Guyanese. And every investor that comes to our shore and sign an agreement with us, they are of the understanding that this partnership will have to be a win-win partnership. While we appreciate, we welcome, and we need the investment from companies like these three that we have here today and many others, the partnership must yield benefits for Guyana and Guyanese.
Speaking on behalf of the Joint Commission, Total Energy's Vice President of Exploration for the Americas, Daniel Laranaga, noted that the collaboration is about strategic partnership, excellence, and perseverance, and that safety is a core value.
We're very happy to have extended our partnership with you here in Guyana. This is, again, a matter of pride and honor for Total Energies to represent this consortium today. Last year we celebrated our 100 years anniversary in Total Energies. We call it 100 years of pioneering. I'm an explorationist, so we carry that value very dearly in our DNA of the company.
Block S4 spans approximately 1,788 square kilometers and is located 50 to 100 kilometers offshore, in water depth ranging from 30 to 100 meters. Exploration activities will adhere to national regulations and international best practices for environmental protection and resource management. The Ministry of Natural Resources reaffirms commitment to ensuring transparency, environmental responsibility, and local participation as Ghana continues to establish itself as a responsible emerging energy producer. Rise-side energy projects that offshore oil from Brazil, Guyana, Suriname, and Argentina's Vaca Muerta shale will drive cost-competitive non-OPEC supply through 2030. Global liquids demand is forecast to peak in the 2030s at around 107 million barrels per day, remain above 100 million through the 2040s, and gradually decline to about 75 million barrels per day by 2050. South America is expected to lead non-OPEC plus growth, contributing roughly 560,000 barrels per day, with Brazil and Guyana at the forefront. Brazil's offshore pre-salt fields, including Lula and Búzios, continue to expand through new FPSOs and record output. Guyana's oil production has surpassed 770,000 barrels per day and is projected to reach 1.3 million by 2027. Meanwhile, Argentina's Vaca Muerta shale has increased output to 447,000 barrels per day, supported by investment and low production costs. However, infrastructure challenges remain. Argentina is also advancing its LNG export plans as gas production rises, strengthening its role as an emerging player in a global energy market. Ghana's fight against corruption and illicit trade took center stage today at the Anti-Corruption and Good Governance Roundtable, held at the Pegasus Corporate Suites in Kingston, Georgetown. The event, organized by the Ministry of Parliamentary Affairs and Governance, brought together key representatives from government, the diplomatic corps, and the private sector to reinforce transparency and accountability across all sectors.
The private sector has their own interest in terms of their reputations, their ability to invest, their ability to make profit. The purpose of the private sector company make profit. I mean, I'm not a capitalist, but I understand how capitalism works. So their initiative is to make profit. And when they're competing in an open market where there is perceptions of corruption, companies that try to keep an ethical position are then sometimes shunted out of the market or unfairly competing in the market.
Minister of Parliamentary Affairs and Governance, Minister Teixeira, said the government's ongoing reforms, guided by the UN Convention Against Corruption and regional frameworks, are designed to strengthen systems that safeguard public resources and promote ethical business practices. Private Sector Commission Chairman Captain Jerry Govaya Jr. stressed the importance of collaboration in addressing corruption.
I've been quoted as saying that it is up to the government to create the enabling framework, and then it is up to the private sector to do the work, and that is how you move a country forward. So I think that initiatives like this one is a testament to how, when the government and the private sector align, we can achieve the process of moving the country forward, and then in touch, moving the region forward.
Govaya said partnerships between the government and the private sector enhance investor confidence and improve Ghana's competitiveness globally. He noted the PSC's ongoing collaborations with the Financial Intelligence Unit and plans to use artificial intelligence for business monitoring and training. Today's roundtable underscores Ghana's continued commitment to good governance, integrity, and innovation in building a fair and transparent business environment. Berbice is on the verge of a major economic transformation, with government and private sector leaders outlining plans to make the region Ghana's next hub for energy, manufacturing, and industrial development. The announcement came during the Berbice Development Summit, where President Dr. Irfan Ali said the goal is to use low-cost energy to drive large-scale industries that convert local raw materials into value-added products.
The purpose is to use low-cost, reliable gas energy to transform Guyana's own raw materials into finished goods. This is cheap and stable gas energy, drives industries that upgrade domestic resources, cement and lime from limestone, glass and ceramics from sand, aluminium from bauxite, and fertilizer from methane and captured CO2. These industries feed construction, mining, and agriculture.
Signaling strong private sector confidence, ExxonMobil President Alison Rutledge says Berbice will play a central role in the country's emerging gas-to-energy network. The company's planned gas development project in the region will support new manufacturing and industrial parks, lower energy costs, and expand opportunities for local businesses.
We are working is to develop the gas resource, to bring it onshore, and to support this expansion of the country's economy with gas. So we're excited that you could all join us here today to get on this train, this fast-moving train which is Guyana's development, and to be part of the future of growth in Guyana, a country that is both beautiful but also dedicated to development in a balanced way.
The summit highlighted plans for new power infrastructure, expanded port access, and training initiatives designed to prepare Berbicians for high-demand technical jobs. Government officials say these investments will position Berbice as a major economic corridor by the end of the decade, with benefits spanning manufacturing, shipping, and agriculture. The region is now expected to emerge as one of Ghana's fastest-growing economic zones, driven by energy industry and local workforce development. Coming up after the break, how Ghana is trending its organ transplant program with Brazil, and an appeal to Stabroek market vendors and the public to help keep Georgetown clean.
Fuel it up and drive, super 95. Fuel it up and drive, super 95. Protect your fuel system, boy. High mileage and performance, boy.
GuyOil's Super 95 gasoline gives you more reasons to drive and is available at 56 service stations nationwide. For affordable price, high performance, and high mileage, choose GuyOil's Super 95 gasoline.
Fuel it up and drive.
Welcome back. Guyana is teaming up with Brazil to boost organ transplant care and enhance medical services across the country. Guyana and Brazil are strengthening collaboration on organ donation and transplantation through a joint mission to advance Guyana's national transplant program. Health Minister Dr. Frank Anthony met with representatives from Brazil's Ministry of Health and the Brazilian Cooperation Agency, ABC, in Georgetown for the prospective mission on organ donation and transplantation, held from November 10th to 11th. A team of Brazilian experts will assess Guyana's current transplant system to identify priority areas for training, capacity building, and system improvements. Dr. Anthony highlighted the importance of establishing the human leukocyte antigen HLA laboratory, improving staff training, and enhancing quality assurance. The Brazilian delegation will visit key facilities, including GPHC's nephrology and transplantation departments, and the Central Medical Laboratory, and will engage with local clinicians to outline areas for technical cooperation. An action plan with clear activities and timelines will be developed for immediate implementation following the mission, aimed at strengthening Guyana's transplant services and patient care. Stabroek market vendors and the public were encouraged to maintain cleanliness and take pride in the market during a Going Forward engagement hosted by the Ministry of Local Government and Regional Development last evening. The initiative aims to strengthen relations between the ministry and vendors while improving waste management practices. Minister Manichan highlighted the availability of bins and scheduled pickups, emphasizing collective responsibility for keeping Georgetown clean.
Of disposing of our waste and litter in the bins provided, because the government is providing bins and the government is providing the pickup of those bins. And tonight we begin that. And that's why I called it, this is not just a GIAF. This is our Going Forward party. It's a party, it's a celebration. We got music, we got drinks, we got food, because tomorrow is a new day for Stabroek Square. It is a going forward moment.
Citizens shared their thoughts on the initiative and how it could help restore Georgetown's streets.
Trying to keep Georgetown, restoring Georgetown to what it once was. The citizens of Georgetown, citizens of Guyana now, more so the vendors don't have no need to, dump garbage, right? So utilize the bins. It's here for a reason. Just utilize it and let's get Georgetown, Guyana to once it was.
The engagement marked a step toward a cleaner, more attractive market, with officials urging everyone to take responsibility for their surroundings. Preparations are in the final stages for GuyExpo 2025, which opens this Thursday at the National Exhibition Center in Sofia. This year marks the 30th anniversary of the country's largest trade and investment fair. Organizers say nearly 300 exhibitors are set to showcase local products, tourism experiences, and new business innovations under the theme Transformation Through Entrepreneurship and Innovation.
The expo is focused heavily on our local manufacturers. We want to ensure that we raise their visibility at the expo, staying true to the nature of what GuyExpo is about, promoting local Guyanese.
The venue layout has been redesigned for easier visitor flow. A new government service auditorium has been added, and a food basket centerpiece will highlight Guyana's agricultural strength. The expo will feature 250 to 300 booths, including a dedicated tourism village, a rodeo cultural showcase, and a theater screening local documentaries. A business-to-business seminar led by Go Invest is scheduled for Friday, bringing together local and international companies to explore new markets and investment opportunities.
We are really producing an authentic Guyanese experience here at GuyExpo. You can come, you can see all of the local products and services that are available, manufactured locally, and including our culture and entertainment pieces that will feature prominently local Guyanese.
Organizers confirm that security and traffic plans are in place, with designated parking zones and open access routes to prevent congestion. Innovation will also feature including a model home built in 1 week, demonstrating faster, more affordable construction techniques. GuyExpo 2025 officially opens Thursday evening and runs until Sunday, with a special ceremony recognizing 13 businesses and individuals who supported the expo since its inception. Sunday nights are the deadliest on Guyana's roadways, Prime Minister Brigadier Retired Mark Phillips has revealed, urging drivers to adopt safer driving habits. Speaking at the recent public forum in Region 6, the Prime Minister said that Sunday, a day meant for family, rest, and worship, too often ends in tragedy due to road accidents.
Most fatal accidents occur during the evening hours between 6 p.m. and midnight, a time when fatigue, poor visibility, and impaired driving often combine in deadly ways. The most common day for fatal accidents has consistently been Sunday. These are warning signs that demand behavioral change. So I urge every driver here and across Guyana, when you're driving in the late hours, slow down.
He also urged families to appoint a designated driver and reminded drivers that alcohol and driving do not mix.
The past 5 years, 2020-2024, and during that time, Guyana recorded a total of 574 fatal accidents, resulting in 642 deaths. Of these, 24 were children. Each number tells a story of pain that cuts sharply through families and communities.
Prime Minister Phillips stressed that motorists are responsible not only for their own lives, but also for the safety of others on the road, highlighting the urgent need for vigilance and responsible driving. When we come back, Guyana steps up to host regional squash championships. The West Indies prepare to face Afghanistan, and Digital steps in to help families rebuild after Hurricane Melissa.
Your business is built on hard work, vision, and the drive to succeed. At GBTI, we understand what it takes to grow. That's why we offer Grow, a small business service designed to help your business expand, adapt, and reach its full potential. From new opportunities to new milestones, we're here to support you every step of the way. Grow from GBTI. Progress starts here.
You're watching Night News on 6 at 6. Thanks for staying with us. Guyana has answered the call to host the 2025 Caribbean Area Squash Championships. Guyana has stepped in to host the 2025 Senior Caribbean Area Squash Association CASA Championships from November 23rd to 29th, stepping up on just 2 weeks' notice after Hurricane Melissa devastated Jamaica and displaced the original host location. With nearly 120 athletes expected to compete and only 12 days to prepare, tournament coordinator DJ Dias expressed confidence in Guyana's ability to deliver a world-class event. He emphasized that the Guyana Squash Association, GSA, has extensive experience hosting CASA championships and possesses the facilities and institutional knowledge needed to execute successfully despite the compressed timeline. In a show of regional solidarity, the GSA will donate its budget surplus after expenses to Jamaica's squash support relief efforts in the hurricane-affected nation. Beyond regional competition, this championship also serves as a qualifier for the Central American and Caribbean Games, scheduled for Santo Domingo next summer, with submission due by December 1st. West Indies and Afghanistan will clash in a 3-match T20 International Series in Sharjah from January 19 to 22nd, 2026, as both teams prepare for the ICC T20 World Cup in India and Sri Lanka. According to ESPN Cricinfo, the series offers valuable practice in subcontinental conditions just weeks before the global event. Cricket West Indies Director of Cricket, Miles Bascom, said the games will help fine-tune combinations and boost player confidence on similar surfaces. Afghanistan Cricket Board CEO Nasib Khan noted that facing the West Indies provides an excellent opportunity to finalize their lineup and enhance preparations. West Indies, who reached the Super 8 stage in the last World Cup, lead the head-to-head 5-3 in T20 internationals against Afghanistan. Afghanistan, meanwhile, made history by reaching the semi-finals of the previous tournament. Currently, West Indies are engaged in a 5-match T20 series in New Zealand, trailing 2-1, while Afghanistan's last T20 outing saw them sweep Zimbabwe 3-0 in October. Regionally, Digital Group, in collaboration with the Digital Jamaica Foundation, is implementing the Reconnecting Jamaica campaign to support communities hardest hit by Hurricane Melissa. The initiative will deliver nearly 12,000 care packages across the western parishes, including Westmoreland, St. Elizabeth, Hanover, St. James, and Trelawney. More than 1,500 food packs have already been delivered, with another 10,000 on the way. These include staples like water, rice, and oil, along with hygiene kits and solar-powered lighting for families still without electricity. To help rebuild damaged homes, Digital is also providing hardware certificates so residents can purchase construction materials directly from local suppliers. For those still struggling to stay connected, Digital has deployed mobile charging stations and is offering free SIM cards and temporary data plans to to affected customers and relief workers. The foundation says the mission intends to restore dignity, stability, and hope. In international news, the Pan American Health Organization says the region of the Americas has officially lost its measles-free status. The announcement comes after health experts confirmed that endemic measles transmission has been re-established in Canada for more than 12 months. The Americas had previously eliminated measles twice. PAO says the loss is a setback, but one that can be reversed if countries strengthen vaccination and outbreak response. As of early November, more than 12,000 confirmed cases have been reported across 10 countries, with Canada, Mexico, and the United States accounting for most of the cases. 28 deaths have been recorded. Most infections are occurring in unvaccinated or under-vaccinated communities, especially children under 5. Measles is highly contagious and can lead to severe complications. PAHO is urging governments to boost routine vaccination coverage, strengthen surveillance, and respond quickly to outbreaks. The agency says the region has eliminated measles before, and with coordinated action, it can do it again. Finally, this evening, Britain has announced it will reduce its contribution to the Global Fund to fight AIDS, tuberculosis, and malaria by 15%. The government will pledge £850 million for the 2026 to 2028 period. The Global Fund is based in Geneva and supports life-saving treatment and prevention programs worldwide. The United Kingdom has historically been a major donor, but it has been scaling back international aid. Earlier this year, the government reduced its overall aid budget from 0.5% of national income to 0.3%. London says its new pledge could still help save up to 1.3 million lives globally and prevent millions of new infections. The funding drop comes as many donors pull back support. Germany recently committed €1 billion, lower than its previous contribution, while the Gates Foundation has pledged $912 million. Britain and South Africa will co-host a major pledging event later this month in Johannesburg. And that's all for this edition of Ignite News on 6 at 6. For more stories, visit ignitenews.com or follow us on social media. Thanks for watching. I'm Rihanna Nikram. See you tomorrow for more Ignite News.